For as long as I may live, I'll always remember the moment when I heard the news. I was taking a little afternoon nap, and my phone woke me up. I always forget to mute it. I fumbled for the phone and saw an incoming call from Trisha. She'd only called me once since we left Monolith Icon, and that had been the second day, so I wondered if something big had happened.
Misty, have you heard?
I was asleep. Did something happen?
Have you heard from Mac lately?
Been a while. Why? Has something happened? Is he missing?
I'm sorry. I don't know quite how to say this gently.
Just say it.
He's dead.
How?
Somebody took him hostage to try to get something from President Kruk. There was a struggle. Mac was shot.
A struggle? How could he even... the captain couldn't...
According to the article I just read, the gunman claims Mac wanted to be shot.
I knew he wasn't adjusting well. But I was so wrapped up in my own troubles, so busy pitying myself.
Don't blame yourself.
But he relied on me. I should have reached out.
We're all going to feel that way, but we shouldn't. The captain could be a very private man, a very proud and stubborn man. He should have come to us, should have trusted us, should have let us share his journey. Speaking of which, did you know he was ill?
No, he never mentioned. Though I wondered sometimes.
Minnie says he was going to die in another month anyway.
That bad? And he never told us?
Guessing he also never told you he was moving in with Rosita Lotus.
Wow. You think you know someone. You haven't known him as long, but I've known him a year.
Actually, I knew him exactly as long. You just had more generated backstory.
I don't know how to deal with this.
We're having a service for him on Saturday. I'll text you the details later.
Okay. I think I need some time to absorb this now. Thank you for calling, Trisha.
You know where to reach me if you need me.
Okay. Let's keep in touch, okay? Bye. In such a brief time, the span of a few words, your life can be turned upside down and inside out, divided into what came before that moment and what comes after.
QuietPlease.org presents Beyond Awakening. Starring Steph Canapa as Misty LaQuill. Episode 16. Mourning.
Saturday was hot. By the time I arrived at Riverside Cemetery in the morning, it was already over 90 degrees, and with no shade, I was regretting following human tradition by wearing black. There were a dozen chairs, quickly filling with mostly people from Monolith Icon, none of whom the captain would have actually wanted there except maybe Minnie. There were a couple people I didn't know who turned out to be the captain's literary agent and an author ghostwriting his autobiography. News to me. Then there was myself, Trisha, Clay, and Rosita Lotus. In the center of our semicircle, a black casket. And in front of the casket, an empty grave. And the grave had a headstone. It read, "In loving memory of Ray Lotus, 1996 to 2035.
Misty? Is this seat taken?
No, go ahead.
Have you written out a speech?
No, I'm just going to speak from the heart.
You're braver than me.
Or a bigger heart.
I thought your people didn't have heart.
Just because we don't have romantic love doesn't mean we don't have hearts.
You know he loved you, right? Captain Hardcase, I mean.
He told me. Months ago. Things got kind of awkward after that.
Did you love him?
You just pointed out Cthulhians can't love.
I think you loved him.
We have friendship, and Captain Hardcase was like family.
You loved him more than that.
I don't know what
Time for
you're...
the first speaker. Get ready, you'll be second.
Who's first?
We're gathered here today to pay our final respects to two remarkable men who inhabited the same body. Outside of conjoined twins, I believe it's a first. Ray Lotus lived a short but full life of adventure. And Mac Hardcase lived an even shorter, even fuller life, with even more adventure. Mac Hardcase meant more to me than anyone or anything. He was the embodiment of our mission. He was our trailblazer. It's fitting he died as the hero our memories made him, fighting a bad guy. I promise he'll never be forgotten. Now, let's hear from his closest friends. Misty?
It's difficult to be called one of his closest friends. He was such a guarded, private man, especially here in the real world. I barely scratched the surface of who he was, but I thought I'd have decades to get to know him. I didn't know. It didn't feel like there was any urgency. It felt like he'd always be there, a constant in my life, a guiding constant. Like the pulsars we used to fix our position in the galaxy. He didn't tell us his challenges. He found them shameful, and he wanted to project strength, just strength, all the time. Which was stupid. But I can't blame him. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. I blame you. You people here who designed him that way. You killed Mac Hardcase. You designed a man who couldn't survive in the world you knew you were going to throw him into. You designed a man who couldn't confide in his best friends, who couldn't accept our help, who had to be in command. It wasn't the gunman, it wasn't the disease, it was you. And that's his legacy. That's the captain's true legacy. He's a warning that you've got to be careful and responsible when you make yourself a god and design a personality from scratch. Minnie, you even told him before he woke up. You told him you were most worried about him, and you still...
That's enough.
You still...
Sit down, please. We understand you're upset, but I won't allow you to go after my staff. We're all mourners here, and we all need to be respected and allowed to mourn this loss in our own way.
I walked out. I couldn't sit with these people. Couldn't pretend the loss of their experimental test subject was the same as my loss. I felt bad about walking out on Trisha and Clay, so I reached out to them later to tell them so. I told them we should stay in touch more, meet up more. People always say they want to, say they will, and maybe they will once, but then they just drift away again. That's one of the problems with planetary life. Something I never had to deal with in the space fleet. On a starship, your friends are always nearby and your lives always intersect. And I guess after the funeral is when I've really realized how much I miss that. How much I wish I could have that again. Thanks for coming.
We're the closest thing any of us has to family.
My contractor canceled our meeting, so I had nothing better to do for lunch.
How'd the rest of the funeral go?
It was interesting.
If you're into that sort of thing.
There was a whole second group that came in after we left. Ray Lotus's friends and family.
Luckily, they didn't see us.
You were hiding from them?
Misty, the friends and relatives are the most dangerous people.
I thought you were seeing your guy's widow and son.
Well, I can't be smart all the time.
At the funeral, I didn't plan for it to go that way.
I figured.
I wanted to go up there and talk about all the happy times we'd had together, the adventures. And then...
You realize none of them actually happened.
Yeah. Most people get to treasure the memories of those they've lost, but our memories of him aren't even real.
All those arguments I had with him. Most of them didn't exist. But I still won them all.
My memories of him are all real. I didn't meet you guys until we were actively simulating.
Maybe you're the only one of us who actually knows who he was, Trisha, without being misled by false memories. Who was he when he was real?
Well, he was always trying to seem sure of himself, but I doubt he ever was. He had that air of false confidence, bravado. He wanted to help people, but only as a hero, saving them. He couldn't meet anyone halfway as just people helping each other out.
If Dr. Peterson asked you to describe Hardcase in one word, what would you choose?
Unhappy.
That's not the man I knew.
Maybe he was happier around you.
I hope so. I hope so. I tried to set up a weekly lunch for the three of us, same time, same place every Wednesday. Trisha said her sleep schedule wouldn't allow it. She'd never be awake at the same time 2 weeks in a row. Clay said he's a busy man with an important job inventing the future. Trying to bring people together again after they drift apart is like hurting Feral, Kasuni, and Felixi. Maybe I was trying too hard to hold on to something that was gone. Sometimes you get surprises in the opposite direction, though. People you didn't think you'd see again who decide they want to be a part of your life and make it easy for you. I certainly wasn't expecting Dr. Vaitika to visit me, not after what I said at the funeral.
I want to let you know I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come to the service.
I didn't mean to single you out.
Mac was a patient, a work project. And you're right, we designed him a personality that wasn't suited to this world. We were thinking of him as an experiment, not a person. We were wrong to do that, to put him through that. And the same goes for you. We put you through things we had no right to put you through.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
And I hope you're not in the same boat. I hope your personality isn't incompatible with your life.
I wouldn't say my personality or alien background is a problem so much as my circumstances.
Have you been keeping up with all the exercises we recommended?
Yes, but I still don't feel strong.
Any pain?
Soreness and tiredness whenever I increase the workload.
That's normal.
I used to be so much stronger than this.
You're only human now.
How am I ever supposed to feel 100% if I can never be what I was?
I'm sorry the backstory we gave you created unattainable expectations. I hope Dr. Peterson can help you with it, but I can't.
There is something you can help me with, though.
Oh?
I'd like to explore religion. A real religion, not my fake one.
I sent you a list of websites and books.
I mean really explore. In person, participating in services.
I could take you to my temple.
I'd like that. But a lot of religious people are against my existence. Would I be welcome there?
You're threatening to those with certain beliefs about the afterlife, but not to us. You're perfectly compatible with reincarnation.
It was a bit like a first contact mission. I felt like I was entering an alien culture with unknown customs, where the people talk in strange tongues about things I don't understand, where wrong behavior could cause irrevocable offense. So, I sat quietly through the rituals, observing. And then after it was over and we were alone, I spoke with the Pandita.
We don't get a lot of outsiders. Welcome, Misty. Your story is of course known to me.
Thank you for welcoming me. I have some questions about your religion.
That's what I'm here for.
If I decide to convert to your faith, what's the process? how will I be evaluated? How long until I can be accepted?
Once you practice Hinduism, you're a Hindu. It's not up to me or anyone else to define your conversion. You decide.
I understand you believe in a cycle of rebirth. When a loved one dies, how do you know what their next reincarnation will be?
You don't.
Can't you recognize them later? In their new form?
Sometimes people claim they feel a familiarity or connection, but generally you don't.
Then what's the point?
Excuse me?
What's the point of believing people will be reborn if you never find them again in their new form?
Rebirth is for the deceased's continuing journey toward enlightenment, with which they can eventually liberate themselves from the cycle of rebirth. It's not for those they leave behind.
And in what sense can it really be called the same person if they have no memory of their prior lives?
In the same way, I believe you yourself are a soul trapped in the same body for a second incarnation.
You believe I'm still that person who died, who I replaced?
Only your Purusha, your consciousness.
How much of my identity is in that consciousness, and how much is in my memories?
Depends what you mean by identity. It's complicated.
Religion felt like a bit of a dead end to me. I wanted some religion to sweep me off my feet and show me comforting universal truths, that it makes sense of it all and make everything okay. But I realized it wasn't going to happen, and the array of religious choices and the different long journeys each would lead to was only adding to my anxieties. I've been feeling so ill at ease.
Can you be more specific?
Sometimes my heart is racing and I don't know why. Haven't been sleeping well, hard time concentrating. I just don't feel like myself. Of course, I've never actually felt like myself in this world.
I believe you may be suffering from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder.
But I went on so many difficult missions before. I've always thrived under pressure.
That wasn't real. This is. Your awakening to find your life was a lie was a huge stressor. The convalescence. But I'm guessing your kidnapping is your primary source of PTSD, and Hardcase's death made for a bit of a double whammy.
I thought I was doing okay, under the circumstances.
You've been dramatically shown that you have no personal safety and could be killed at any moment. It almost happened to you. Twice, actually. And it did happen to your friend. Under the circumstances, being able to function at all is doing very well.
It's just that I thought I was used to that kind of risk and danger. But as you say, Doctor, it wasn't real before. So, how do I fix it?
That's not a quick or simple matter. It's a process. A process that can take months or years, where you'll feel like you're over it at times, and then at other times it'll grab you and pull you down. But I'm here to help.
I feel like what I need most right now is closure on a Captain Hart case. How do I find that?
If you could speak to him one last time, what would you say?
Welcome to the Divine Light Harmonic Abode. You must be Misty?
That's right.
I'm Madame Florian. I'm the medium who will be guiding you through your seance tonight. Come, sit down.
I've never done this before.
Don't worry, most of my clients haven't.
Does it affect the chances of making contact?
Not at all. Now, I want you to relax, Misty.
This is a sacred space. Let it put you at ease. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'd like you to reflect on why you've come here today.
I want you to try to contact Captain...
Don't tell me. Don't speak it. Just think it.
Okay.
Form an image in your mind of who it is you want us to contact.
Okay.
I sense you're seeking someone you served with.
Yes.
Someone close to you.
Yes.
A man.
That's right.
He died unexpectedly. You feel you have unfinished business with him.
I wasn't sure of my feelings. I'm not supposed to have them.
Something was separating the two of you. Alienation.
Yes. Like we were different species.
Captain Mac Hardcase. That's who you seek.
How did you know?
There are powers beyond your comprehension, Misty LaQuille. There are invisible threads that connect our thoughts, which my training allows me to access.
Do you think you can make contact with Captain Hardcase?
We'll try. I'll be going into a trance and will allow his spirit to speak through me. I won't know what's being said through me. That'll be a private conversation between you and him. Now, close your eyes and grasp my hand. Center your mind on Captain Hardcase, and tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
I have opened myself to the astral plane and the higher dimensions. I have entered the world of spirits of the departed. Is there anyone in the spirit world who wishes to make contact with Misty LaQuille? I sense a spirit. Spirit, you may speak through me.
Captain Hardcase, is it you?
No, this is Cynthia Grissom.
Who?
You don't know me?
Should I?
Considering you're living in my body.
Oh.
What gives you the right, Misty? What gives you the right to steal my body?
But, I mean, I didn't ask for this, and you weren't using it. Where's the harm?
My body should be at rest, not parading around town disturbing my friends.
I don't want your body. I want my Cthulhian body.
Then kill yourself, so you can be Cthulhian in the afterlife. You're an abomination, an affront to the divine. Contact has been broken. I hope you had the conversation you wanted.
Not exactly.
I sense you've offended the spirits. Leave, and don't ever come back.
I'd entered not really believing, but hoping for a miracle. I left shocked and confused.
Misty, she obviously knew who you were. Even with our faces changed, we give ourselves away.
I shouldn't have used my real first name.
It sounds like she must have been a friend of the person who used to be in your body.
Cynthia Grissom.
Yeah. So your medium decided to trick you, to try to hurt you.
Telling me to kill myself was going a bit far.
We've seen they'll go further. You were lucky she let you leave.
I suppose so. Trisha, do you ever miss the old days?
You mean the fake days?
Yeah.
All the time.
If you could go back to that life, knowing what you know now, would you?
I'd love to go back, but knowing the truth would ruin the illusion. I'd need them to edit my memory.
You'd be willing to have your memory edited again to deceive you?
Misty, I don't trust this world we're living in. Even when I'm taking my meds, I'm not convinced it's real. better a pleasant illusion than an unpleasant one.
You'd erase your memory.
I'd rather not forget everything. I'd rather make just enough edits to convince myself this was a Clerg mind probe, like the captain used to tell us.
I couldn't do that. Couldn't want to unknow what I know. Couldn't want to forget my time with someone even if it'd take away the pain. But maybe if I could stay who I am now and return to that life, maybe that'd be good for me.
Beyond Awakening, Episode 16, Mourning, was written and produced by Paul Narum. It starred Steph Canapa as Misty LaQuille. Also featured were Gwyneth Knight as Trisha Blackburn, Kim Logston as Madame Florian, Suina Mangal as Dr. Maya Vatika, Alex Foote as Dr. Peterson, Kate J. White as CEO Martha Vang, Gwen L. as the Pandita, David Loftus as Clay Earhart, and Mel Crushmore as Dr. Minnie Moreau. This is Paul Narum. Music licensed from Joel Studler and Creative Commons Zero and public domain sources. Special thanks to our backers who made this possible: Kyle Walkinghat, Dottie Magente, EVD, Dave, Capable T001, Jamie Henderson, Sydney Amanya, Joanne Phillips, George Williams, and Steph. To learn more about Beyond Awakening or support the show, go to quietplease.org/awakening. Thanks for listening.